Anyway, Instagram. I've got a ton of guys that build custom lights on Instagram, and I want to be sending them traffic. I want to send them customers. I want to send them a specific group. Every time people come to me, I want them to go to those guys. So as you guys are coming through, I want you to know I have a form set up on the website. So if you just go to flyryde.com/pages/Instagram, you are going to be, I don't know, in the drawing. I'm gonna look at those things. Victoria, Australia. Ooh, look at that big old finger. Good stuff. That was Kenny. What up, Kenny? Let me know where you guys are coming in from, and definitely I want you guys to share your Instagram feeds with me. Anybody who's doing custom lights that actually wants to do this stuff, like, make money on the side, not like full time, you're like a big deal, but just people that want to make money doing this stuff on the side. I think the best way to do that is to just build up a big giant portfolio on Instagram, focus on one type of car, just build tons and tons of content on that, and then share with me. I want to go over and definitely take as much time as I can putting a spotlight on people who deserve it. I was actually showing, check this one out. I don't know how I can do this, but so this is a company called GarageWorks SD. All right, these guys are in San Diego, and one of my new videos that I'm going to put up is me going out there to Tim. I actually sent him some custom work that one of my GTR guys wanted. He wanted this two-tone paint job. Tim's amazing. He's got like the best possible attention to detail when it comes to his custom paint. So I know all of the painters that I've ever worked with have all failed at that job. Tim crushes. So I took those parts down to Tim. I talked to him a little bit about what he does. He works for a company that does wraps in San Diego, and I got to check out the place. It was amazing. It was super cool. And so in talking with him, I definitely saw it makes sense why he doesn't do more custom light work, because it's just there's a lot of issues with doing it as like a full-time gig, and his full-time gig is dope. So he doesn't need to do more than he's doing. And so, just like I showed his little Instagram thing right now, I want to go through, I want to check out your Instagram feeds and just point out all the awesome things that I see. If it looks like it's all over the place, I'll give some pointers on that. But the goal is to help you guys. So I definitely want to, I'm going to jump back into comments here in a second and say hi to everybody. What up, Vincent? But, the point is I do want to start putting a lot bigger spotlight on other builders, because I have 48 unread messages on Instagram right now for people being like, hey, build me some lights, hey, if I send you lights, will you build them? Build them. And I'm like, I can't, I don't want to build them. I want to make videos all the time. I want to help everybody, not one dude at a time who shells out some cash and then I'm his little hooker. And he's like, get to sucking, dude, because I paid you. That sounded gross, but you know what I'm saying though? I much prefer help lots of people, which means a lot of the content on YouTube is going to be very, very basic. Just, this is how you do it. Here's how you install Angel Eyes. Here's how you install Demon Eyes. People hit me up and they're like, hey, why don't you challenge yourself and do this and that? And I'm like, that's not going to help anybody. That's just going to be flexing. Why flex? There's no point. I am shooting a video right now, speaking of helping, about taillights. This is a Genesis Coupe taillight, and I'm actually filming a really cool, almost like cooking style overhead view where it's just looking down at everything and showing how to do this. So anyway, I'm gonna jump into the comments, start chatting with you guys, and if you just came in and you didn't hear yet, go to flyryde.com/pages/Instagram. Just type that into your browser, on your phone, whatever. It's a quick little Google form, and you can basically let me know what your Instagram is. I'm gonna go in, check that out, and then on another live stream coming up, that's what live streams are gonna start doing. They're gonna be about you guys. So I'm not gonna do a super long one right now. Just kind of want to hang out, say what's up to everybody. Hector, Daniel, Jorge, more Daniel. What up, Eric? Benji, Nasi, what up? There's my boy Vince. What up, Dan? We got Lewis, we got Mark, more Jorge, Fernando, Antonio. Man, you guys are dope for showing up. So appreciate you being here. Definitely, if you want me to see your Instagram, don't post it here. Although you can post it here, I just probably won't go back and look through all these ones as easily as going through the Google Forms. But yeah, you guys are all over the world. It's so freaking cool. I want to see how you do custom LED circuits. So those taillights that I showed you, just so that you know, that job will be completed by tomorrow, It'll be the first one that's 100% OEM LEDs that's fully ghost controlled. So I'm gonna be up all night working on that thing because we've had some issues with paint and all this craziness. But long story short is it's gonna be dope, and I'm gonna show exactly how to identify all the circuits that need to be modified so you can hook it up to ghost and control it with like with the little switch or whatever that turns on the custom animations. So let's check out some more questions we got here. The page is broken. No way. I just checked it. Shout out to Matt Young. So somebody please verify for me. FlyRyde.com. First of all, you have to spell it wrong. FlyRyde, because you know, FlyRyde. It's like not the right way. Anyway, FlyRyde.com/pages/Instagram. So somebody verify that for me. FlyRyde into house, you know it, sir. I definitely look forward to doing more of these streams. What I want to do is I got a stream deck set up. It's like some live streamer stuff that it's all geeky. It'll have cool little screens and stuff, and I'll push a button and then cool things will happen. And I look forward to that mainly though because I'm going to be focusing on you guys and spending a lot of time chatting, giving, you know, just a little bit of critique, answering questions, and focusing on getting you guys some traffic. So it's going to be dope. Let's see how many of these questions I can answer quickly. So, you've watched every single one? You're dope, Matt. I love that. Thank you. All right, we got Kurth. What up? Let's see. And my dude Bruce says, Steve, when you gonna show love in the E46? I just don't like BMWs. Have you any project for Kia? Nope. The account's appetite on the page doesn't exist. Applet. Okay. Well, this might be something that I have to fix and go back in there. So either way, it'll say this at the beginning, and then on the replay, I'll have a link that actually works because apparently your boy didn't plan very well. But that's okay. That's what live streaming is about. I could go forever doing this stuff. I don't know if I've asked this before, but if you show other people your techniques or whatever, doesn't that take away from your business? No, it doesn't. Kyle, you need permission. This form can only be viewed by users in... Ooh, got it. Okay, so I screwed up. Don't worry about filling that out. I will definitely get it fixed on there. So meanwhile, we'll hang out. I got maybe like 5-10 minutes, and then I'm going to be slicing open more of these taillights. So I got my little stuff set up. Ooh, and see that back there? Yes, I got a little blasting cabinet now. And this is stupid, but I just shot a little video of me just etching this little lens, and my buddy Eric at TLC that I did the Demon Eye lens video on, he was just giving me some advice on how to do it. I have a sticker machine that's coming in so that we can be cutting out templates and showing you guys how to do different stuff, making those templates available for you. I'm probably gonna sneeze in a second, so I apologize ahead of time. But yeah. Ooh, and now I can blast parts way easier for paint, so that will help out when I'm showing you how to do some simple paint stuff. Mr. Kareem, what's happening? And Kenny T, have you finished all your old customer lights that have been waiting for ages? I haven't, dude. Honestly, so that's actually a really cool thing about what's coming up here. I am going to be making a form and talking a lot about you guys. There's been so many people that are just adamant that they want me to do their custom lights, and I haven't been taking anything new for the longest time. The only ones that I have taken are like super high level GTR ones that have a super long wait time, and like they literally, it's just what feeds my kids. I'm changing all that to being about the content. So as the content displaces that income for me, you know, it's gonna come down to either I finish the jobs, I sell them to somebody new, or we just cash those dudes out and be done with it. So it's rough. It's not what I want, but you know, I would never tell somebody that's waited a super long time, hey, I'm just gonna quit on you and cancel your job and not do it. But at the same token, there's no ending that amount of work. I will work forever. It's just this cycle where it's like you got to eat, so you get another job, now you're obligated to do that job, and it's like it's what I want to spare you guys from that are interested in doing this stuff as a builder. It's why I want to put the spotlight on certain people and show you the exact right ways. I almost called this video 3 tips to making money doing custom lighting, and the main thing, I just want people to avoid the mistakes I've made. I will say this, I have found a way to get way more business than one guy could possibly handle doing, so there's that. Vincent says, Chris, is it possible to run the ghost modules on the 350Z LED taillights? Absolutely. I've seen it done. It's super dope. That is one that I will 100% do because I have so many buddies with 350Zs, including my boy Lowtech that I told to come out tonight. So he might come out. I'm gonna be working all night tonight. Let's see. So Kenny says that. Hector says, will you show videos on aiming the lights and adjusting them? Not really. I mean, I don't think that's really gonna help anybody. There's 2 screws on the light. You turn them. That's pretty much that. So yeah. Anyway, but if it helped, if I was doing like I just don't want to show things like how to do a projector retrofit and show like 8,000 steps that nobody on YouTube cares about. That's what belongs in my online course. That's $497 to get in going in that course. Like, that's not for almost anybody. Most people do not need that. You can watch the content for free. I teach you all sorts of stuff. What I don't teach you is what you don't care to know, or it's not super interesting. In order for me to show this video, for example, on how to cut these open, I've got all these little cut marks right here and all the certain way that I do it and the tools I use and all that stuff just to open these lights. Because I put out videos like that, I've seen multiple dudes that are able to work on those taillights now, which is great. But the reality is, to have a very good informational video about that, it's gonna be 45 minutes of nothing interesting besides just me cutting those things open. Like, that's what you need if you want to do it, for sure. But for the most part, like, anybody that is just watching YouTube doesn't want to watch your boy cutting open taillights for 45 minutes, not saying a damn thing, nothing interesting happening. I hear your attention span is shorter than a goldfish, so 8 seconds. So this video not moving, like, I need to do that to keep your attention, because otherwise you're gone. Because it's like, oh, this guy's, he's talking a lot, but the scene's not moving and it's losing my attention. So I think showing too much informational stuff, too high level stuff, if it's not exactly for you, Genesis Coupe taillights for the exact ones that you need, you're just not gonna really need to, you're not gonna care, you know, if it's not for you, you're not gonna care. That's why nobody cares. What up, DJ Boom? It's why nobody cares about my GTR content. It's because it's not for you, it's for GTR guys. And that's a big lesson that I wanted to put out there. I haven't really talked about this too much yet, but with all the content that I've specialized in GTRs, I've dealt with lots and lots of GTR customers. I still have lots more that I'll continue to do until I finish up with those guys. But the reality is, I got to focus hardcore and make a bunch of stuff just for them, which was dope. And I made all these how-to videos, how to pull the bumper, how to do this. That has nothing to do with lights, not really. But if I want my customers to be able to install their lights and I want to give them some value up front, show them how to do things so they can maybe save money or just be a little bit more like daring to take on that job, then it kind of makes sense that I should help them out, give them that value up front, specialize, all GTR stuff. And guess what? You know who loves that GTR content? GTR guys, because it helps them. It's not for everybody else. So that's kind of that's like the idea behind it all. Now, the videos that I'm doing now are not for GTR guys, no more. Like, I'm not gonna be doing like how to do this on your GTR, how to do that. Those I've built up a little collection. Those will live on the website. You know, I'll reference them in all the videos and stuff, but you know, for the most part, you guys don't care too much about it. So I wanna know what videos you would actually, that you think I should make that are not some crazy high level stuff that nobody except you need, but things that are like broad topics, like angel eyes all the way across the board, or you know, this one that I am making, it's going to be a condensed version where I talk about how to cut open taillights, the whole idea behind it, where to cut, where not to cut, all that. But definitely let me know specifically in the comments about videos you think would help a lot of people. And let me go back and read comments. So, new family swagger wagon. That's my boy Kareem. Got a Toyota Sienna. Nice, dude. We will definitely do that. Ooh, and we got all new bulbs coming in soon too. We have a 2-year warranty from the manufacturer on our old bulbs, and we've had flickering issues for days lately. So if you have that issue, we replace them for free, but it sucks. It's starting to cost me a ton of money. And the new bulbs will replace all of those, and they'll be dope. When on your sites purchase 106 Angelized BMW, do you sell them? I don't. Sorry, dude. I am not a BMW guy. One day, like, I'll be able to pay somebody to just load my site with absolutely everything. I super do not want to go chase down $8 at a time by finding like products and spending an hour and a half loading it to the site, and then one dude buys it ever. And like, I appreciate that one dude, but just not enough to put his needs and wants above all of the big giant hairy goals that I have. Okay. Daniel, I want to learn custom make your lights for motorcycle. Do it. Learn. Just watch stuff and then do it for the motorcycle. Jorge, where do I find the course? Yes, I see my dude Kareem the Komar 924 setting people straight. Shadow Dark Moon, hey DJ Boom, hey dude. Alex says, what if someone brings you an idea that could bring you lots of money? That's kind of cute. So ideas don't matter. Execution matters, you know, actually follow through, action taking, putting your money where your mouth is, all that stuff. I'm zero interested in people's, you know how many ideas I have? I have to like pace myself in just one thing after the next. Nobody cares about your ideas. There's a saying, it's F you're gonna. Like, I'm gonna this, I'm gonna that. Nobody cares what you're gonna do. Do it, make it happen. You know, I want to talk about how to take ideas that I have and how I've made them happen, and how to take ideas that other guys. For example, Tom, one of our guys in the OG Lightsman group. When I first talked to him on the phone before he even came into the course, he was saying that he wanted to develop this one thing that was going to do this crazy stuff using Raspberry, and it was going to do all this crazy animation, and he wanted to make it. And then over the course of the last like 8 months or so, I've expected that I was going to get way more done on the course and all that, and I didn't. I mean, I literally didn't. Like, I moved into this shop, had surgery, all sorts of crazy stuff happened, staff changed, like it was nuts. And then I, you know, kind of got down to the point where I'm like, that's going to be my life now. YouTube, video content creation, all that. That's some big stuff for me. So, point being on that is when it comes to like ideas and making things happen, like, man, I'm trying to focus on one very important thing at a time, and if it's not top of the heap, then like it doesn't get as much attention, which is why I don't post on Instagram right now, by the way. I wish I did. I want to. I could sure use the money, but I am not posting because all it does is turn into tons of questions and stuff that I can't do anything with right now. So yeah, ideas are hardcore. Back to your guys' stuff and me not rambling. Shadow Dark Moon says Norfolk that sounds like I said a bad word. Virginia, 96 Honda Civic, tell you what, get her done. Dan, you got me hooked on making circuit with your DIY switchback LEDs. Love that. I want more. I want to bring more, for sure. Matt Young, does anyone know what the LEDs are that come with when doing the custom LED arrays? I've used the power LEDs, but they are impossible to find. EXLED USA is the only one that sells them, and I swear there are 2 guys selling them. Those dudes, they're funny. Yep. Matt Young, do we use 5mm LEDs now? No, God no. It's crazy. So, if you know a quite charismatic young YouTuber named Randy Trung, these are his 5mm LEDs for his 240 taillights. And they burn out, they suck. Their viewing angles are terrible on these things. I'm going to show you how to modify this board and make it sequential in an upcoming training video. But yeah, don't use 5mm LEDs. I mean, the best stuff that you can use now is called a PLCC4, I think. Yeah. It's just a little 4-leg hardcore SMD LED. So PLCC4, I believe. That's what you want to use if you're going to develop any kind of circuit board stuff. Man, you guys are coming in with the comments. Thank you. All right. Where are we at? Well, those honeycomb demon eyes were awesome. Yes, they were. Thank you, DJ Boom. Sequential lights for motorbikes. I love that motorbike thing. Motorbikes. Darren says, hey, man. Hey, man. Let's see what else we got. Can you do something with 3rd Gen 4Runner? Can I do something? I definitely can, but probably won't because I don't have any sort of a break in my schedule for a long minute. Can I recommend a brand? What do you need a brand recommendation for, my sir? Pumping Iron Mike. Got anything sick for 2001 Honda Accord Coupe? Just bulbs, brake flashers, stuff like that. Very universal things. Nothing that you'd be like thanking me about. You'd be like, oh, they're nice bulbs, but it's not like custom or anything. Honda Civic EM1. Scroll up, look at the model. Get rich, son. Have you done any custom lights for big body slabs? What? I don't know what that means. Vincent, Chris, could you do a video on underglow? Yes! Oh, Vincent, my man. Brilliant. So, All right. These were supposed to go on Rad Dan's D1 Formula D drift car, and Dan saw me thinking about using self-tapping screws on his beautiful 1,000 horsepower Supra, and he was like, leave my shop now. Not necessarily, but we never did it, right? And that was on purpose. I would never ask somebody to do something, like some YouTube guy or whatever, that helps some brand out that like they don't want to do. Like, no way, it's not a good idea. I want to hook my friends up. So I want to stop taking custom jobs from people that pay me, and I want to go work with a lot of other YouTubers and create a bunch of training stuff for you guys. I just don't want it to be like anybody who throws money at me, I do whatever they say. It just makes my skin crawl just thinking about it now. I've got myself in the worst situations with that, and so I'm not for sale anymore. That's the gist of it. But the underglow, that is something that I really want to do because I want to bring underglow back, man. That's like the coolest, riciest stuff. I have underglow on my ceiling just because I love it, you know? So like there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. I did the little rock light video. You can see those little rock lights. That's like my under the shelf underglow. And yeah, that's cool. But I'm definitely looking forward to the underglow video. So there's that. Let's see what else. I got super excited when Vincent said underglow. And I see a question about pixels as well. Marine Customs, OG Lightsman, what up? Let's see. BAV Group specializes in BFW for the guy that keeps asking. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for that, because there are specialists for all the things that people ask me about. Just today, I had a guy back east, I think back east, somewhere. But I'm helping him out, and he's gonna do an install of our GTR circuit board. He's gonna do the stuff the way that I did it. And now when people see that, they're gonna go to him. And when they come to me and they're like, how much? And I'm basically gonna give them a big scary number that I don't want them to even do. I literally don't want to take on more jobs unless like it's so good paying that I can't say no. But I want them to go to that guy. I want them to go to like you. Like if you do a GTR job, I want them to go to you. I don't want them to go to me, because I can make a living helping you out, or I can make a living going from job to job to job to job. And I'm not good at it. I'm just not a good at If you look at it like I got all these mini bosses, then you could look at it like I'm a mini employee for a bunch of people, and I'm a terrible employee. I hate to tell you. I am a bad employee. I'm slow, I'm expensive, like deadlines come and go. Like if my kid is sick and you have a big car show and I have to finish your lights, I'm not gonna finish your lights. I'm gonna take care of my kid, because like that's what matters to me is my kid. Your lights are another day at the office. I mean, I love you, and I appreciate that you paid my bills that month, but like, dude, I gotta take care of what matters most. And so when I got sick, I didn't even get sick, I got hurt. I basically almost died in the hospital, and like that would have sucked, right? But I realized them is not gonna be okay if I don't set them up. And if the only way they're okay is if I'm building stuff with my hands all the time, then we're in trouble, because stuff happens for sure. I've had a lot of friends die in the last year, and that's like, I'm not gonna go all sad on you, but yeah, lots of people without husbands or wives now, and like, I don't know, that's terrible stuff, and their families are all screwed up. So yeah, I'm making moves right now, like it or not, that's just what's happening. So I do look forward to having all these guys in the course that I can help them and their families, and I look forward to all the people that I could serve up free content to on YouTube as well. So yes, always a tangent I will go down for sure, because I want people to know that that's why I'm doing this video stuff, is for my family. It is to make money. It's also to help way more people, not feel jaded like I just danced because somebody threw money at me and said, dance. All right, Nephew says, hey Chris, watch from North Cali. What up? North Cali is a place I'd love to take a trip to, go hang out with Randy and the boys up there for sure. Pumpin' Iron Mike says, looking for a taillight upgrade for taillights. Maybe a new look. Maybe. Have you worked with Pixel? Shadow Dark Moon. I have. I'm going to be doing more stuff, ricing out Calvin's BRZ. That'll be fun. Have you ever got into electroluminescent? I've talked with those guys quite a bit. The paint guys. What's their name? I'm sure somebody knows. But I know that we could control electroluminescent, like the paint, with Ghost and other stuff. But definitely be cool with Ghost. While driving says, have you ever, yep, that was the same thing I just read. Alex Scott says, I respect your trade, you got skill. Maybe if you get time, think about it and take a look and get back to me with just a general idea. General idea about what, dude? I already forgot, my bad. And dude, if anybody ever hits me up and I don't get you back, it's never personal. Like I said, 50 unread messages on Instagram right now with people that are basically saying like, help me. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to just eat, like this doesn't make you rich here, starting a YouTube channel and kind of growing a community. I love it. I love you guys for sure. Everybody that's here. It's awesome. I can't get to everybody. Not right now. Nelson Tan. Hey, Chris, watching from Winnipeg, Canada. You guys got some dope builders up there in Canada. I love it. DJ Boom having a good old laugh. Vincent says, Chris, if you need them gone, hit me up on Instagram. You need them gone? Go handle my Instagram problems? Love it. Dan says, would love to see some of your tools and the things you use to build these sweet lights. True story, because that's actually a huge part of supplementing the income, because what I'm not allowed to do is tell you guys that it will help me if you buy things from my Amazon store. So I'm not going to tell you that. But I will tell you that if you buy things from my Amazon store, that I will make money from Amazon. So you figure out how to connect those dots. Let's see. Family above all. Absolutely, sir. Mike Kent says, I'm looking to upgrade my '06 Jetta headlights. Should I get aftermarket projector lights or just get LED low beam with highlights, HID lights? Thank you for your channel. Thank you for watching my channel, Mike. I say, if you're hardcore, get aftermarket lights and replace the projectors with upgrade aftermarket projectors, like dope ones. If you have factory projectors in your lights, I'm gonna be honest, and I know a lot of builders aren't gonna like a lot of my future coming up content because it's so contradictory to what they've busted their asses doing, and I don't want people to have to do that. I just don't think it's a good trade to have as your sole income. Yeah. Anyway, so putting projectors in your factory lights is a big job. It's expensive and it's super easy to screw up. So my recommendation is not to do it. I don't know. I don't think that these days with the products that are out and how different things are, I used to always hate on LED bulbs because they sucked really bad in comparison to HID. Now LED are much better. They're not as good yet, but they're pretty damn good. So I think there's a whole bunch of the stuff that has to do with upgrades and all that this just changes over time. So let's see. What tools do I need to start off with and what should I not bother with? You need basic tools, dude. You need a Dremel, you need a drill. Even the Dremel you might not even need, but it's just such a handy tool anymore. Dude, I'm saying hand tools, you can get away with this stuff. You need an oven, in your house. I used my oven that I fed my family out of for years. Nothing ever tastes like plastic. We're all healthy. Let's see. Elgo? What? Eligo? Something? Sorry if I ever mess up your name, guys. I want to learn to make custom lights. That's so cool, to be honest. I agree, and I think it's super cool that you want to learn. Best quality LED Angel Eye brand. I would say FlyRyde Dynamics makes the brightest, for sure. I love them. I love their parts. They're super slow. They run out of stock, and they're all made in the USA. Hey, cool, America. But it's very often that parts are not in stock, and but they're great with warranty and stuff like that. Good dudes, love them. Nick over there, if you ever talk to Nick C or Paul at Diode, he's the man. Good people, love them. Other than that, Morimoto, Profile, Prism, Pixel, all that. Matt, he's the man. He owns TRS. His product line is amazing, and I don't use some of it, but I use a lot of it, and I like it. So that's my thing for you, Bruce. Chris says, hope to do that in motorcycles to earn a living. Gonna have to do a lot of work if you're gonna make a living off of doing motorcycles, because those dudes have no money, which means you gotta do a ton of work. Now I get it. I might have stepped on somebody's toes right now and said you don't have money and you got tons of money. You have so much money. Dope. But most of them don't. So it's hard because they want super cheap prices for difficult work. Here's a thought. So if you want to change the plumbing in your kitchen or in your bathroom, and you know that it's gonna need some copper pipes, right? And a guy's gotta come hook up those copper pipes. If he quotes you $2,000 to do some plumbing work, does it matter that those pipes cost $50? Does that have anything to do with the fact that he needs to come in and use his expertise in your kitchen or your bathroom or whatever and do it dope and then seal it up in the walls where you can't get to it later in case things aren't perfect? Like, you have to trust him. He's got to do good, right? Your plumber. Like, does it matter that those pipes cost $50? So why does it matter how much a little LED thing costs when you're gonna go pay for the work to be done? Like, the work is what's expensive, not the LED. That's completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter how much that LED costs. It might cost half the project. For the GTR guys, when they spend $8,000 on lights with me, I mean, $5,000+ is parts. So like, I'm not like raking in the bucks. I think there should be a 5x on whatever the cost of parts is. So if you're putting in a $100 part, your time, your effort, your expertise, all that stuff, it should be a $500 job. That's what it is. I mean, Angel Eyes, so I'm not taking on custom jobs right now. I don't want to do them. But if somebody asks me how much to do Demon Eyes for my lights, I'm like, all right, the cost of the little thing that changes the colors, the RGB controller, I use like a XK Chrome Mini, it's $50. The Demon Eyes themselves are gonna be, like $30-40. And so I'm looking at that. Hey, less than $100 in parts, some wire, materials. It's $550 for that job. $550. I don't think you should pay less than $550, because if you do, then the guy didn't charge enough and he's not going to take care of you. And if he does, he's going to go out of business because he's taking care of people and not his family, not his kids. He's not eating himself, let alone feeding anybody else. So, yeah, that was just my rant about the cost of custom work. It's like, people need to charge more money, people need to pay more money, and everybody will be cool. So, there you go. All right, let me jump back. Every time I go on a rant, you guys just blow through these these comments. All right. So we are now to Andre. What up, Andre? What you do is great. Andre, you're great. Thank you. Brandon Snover, you are not here to fix everyone's problems with help me problems. I love the video content you put out so we can do our own projects and help ourselves. Can't be lazy. Word! That guy is my hero for this live stream. That's why I do it. Because listen, I have not been asked these questions one time, or 3 times, or 4 times, or 100 times. Like, I've been doing this for 16 years. No, I'm young-ish, but 16 years, that's like half my life, like almost half my life. I've screwed up everything. I've already ruined and made, I heard this awesome saying. So it was, the master has made more mistakes than the student has ever even tried to do. Some shit like that. I gotta learn what that is and not cuss on my live streams. But yeah, like the guy who's done this stuff forever, that's like teaching it, he's screwed up way more times than you've ever even tried. He's made so many missteps, right? And so like, I've screwed up everything. I've been asked how to fix things. I've had to fix things myself nonstop forever. And there's just too much up here for me to be working with these so much. So these should be working on a keyboard editing. My editor was out of town for the last 2 months. He was in like Vietnam or something like that, trying to shoot a movie, and things didn't go well. And so I've been dying trying to get this content out and trying to work on this course. So yeah, I do want to help you guys with the content so I can answer 5,000 questions instead of 1. But it still sucks. I still don't feel good about it when I have that many backed up questions in Instagram and stuff like that. And I'm not even posting. By the way, I posted this thing and I didn't like it. I'm learning about this whole stupid, like, I feel dumb saying this. This whole influencer thing is super weird, right? And so there's brands that will pay me to do stuff on their content, on their product or whatever. And I'm going to do that because it's going to help feed my kids. But I'm going to be honest, and that'll be the funnest thing about it, especially when things suck. Can't wait for that. If I review a product and it sucks, I'm going to tear it apart. It's going to be wonderful. But meanwhile, the ones that are good, I genuinely want to help whoever, and I'll put the links. I'll do all the things that I'm required to do, and if it sounds like a job I want to take on and promote, then I'll do it. I took on this really stupid thing the other day, and I posted it up on Instagram, and I just felt just like a loser. Why am I promoting this thing? And I reached out, and it turns out the guy's just starting his brand and all that stuff, and I'm like, I'm a dumb clown. So I'm gonna not do that. I'm not gonna do things that I just blindly walk into some brand deal thing and then tell me to do stuff. But definitely want to work with brands though. I want to connect other people with brands too. So that will be a big thing, especially my Lightsman guys. Oh, and guess what? So it's not going to be lightsman.com for the course moving forward because I spent some money. There was a good deal, but it was super difficult to do. But I bought lightingcourse.com, and I know I've talked about that before, but now I'm getting everything moved over. So it'll be lightingcourse.com. It'll have all the different stuff in there. I'll have tons and tons of stuff. It'll be digital mini courses, and then the main academy, which will be Lightsman Academy, and that, you know, we'll have links and stuff specific to it at lightsman.com, but it'll all be under lightingcourse.com. So there's that. I'm losing you guys here, I'm sure, but there's 37 dudes hanging out. So, and I think we have no chicks, by the way. I think it's just this is nothing that women are into whatsoever. So, let's see. Victor says, "Love your work, bro." Saying what up from Mexico. What up? Thanks for all your time and all the vids, bro. Wish I can go to a class of yours. Well, my boy, you are on this thing called the internet. That's where my classes are. So don't count it out yet. George says hi. Hi, George. I love that. All right, Roland Rodriguez says, when are you going to do something with a 14 STI? I will. You need common sense. Yes, yes you do. George Rios, can I put LED in Angel Eye? I don't know. Can you clarify that question? Andre says, how do I get your products on Amazon? What products, man? Which one are you talking about? Quality and craftsmanship is key. I believe it. Ooh, my phone will die very soon. Thanks, Varafiv. You're welcome. And Antonio says, a guy in my hometown said he's paid me $150 to open and install halos on his headlights. He said he saw DIY on YouTube and said I shouldn't charge more than $200 for that. Hey, I mean, here's the thing. There are a lot of people that think that there is no opportunity out there in the world. I mean, they're wrong, but they think it, you know? So they're just going to speak their truth to you. I mean, I see homeless dudes walking around all the time that are younger than me. So I'm not saying that that's like necessarily a choice on their part, but like people think different ways, you know? Vincent says, Andre, check the description below the videos. He's forgotten more than they will ever learn. There you go. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounded smart. Lewis, the master has failed more times than the beginner has ever tried. You guys saved me. I don't feel so silly. DJ, and by the way, I literally don't, like, I do care what people think in terms of, like, if I'm doing a bad job, if I'm not doing well. Like, I screw up all the time. I've messed up in lots of things. I'm still currently paying for things that are mess ups. So, like, I am not perfect by any stretch. I also really don't care when people tell me how I'm doing something isn't the right way and I should do it the right way. Like, no, but I don't actually have to, and that's just because people like to feel really good about, like, correcting how they speak or how they do something or worrying for me. Don't worry for me. My life is way too chaotic for you to invest any of your worries on me. So anyway, loved when you took those lights you tested to the limit. Me too. I don't know which ones you meant, but I'm sure I liked it. Sausage Fest for show. For show. Get my lights done. Hope they turn out good. Who's getting who's doing your lights? Shout them out. On the VR4 lights, what product did you use to turn the halos with the parking lights? Good question. So the way that XK Chrome Minis work are the same way that XK Chrome regular ones work. And I talk about this in all the videos. You look at the animations or whatever, and you can swipe to the left or something and say, set the default setting. And what that does is it says, whatever I tell it to do, as soon as it gets power and ground, it's going to do that thing. So I set it to white. So as soon as those things see power and ground, instead of turning pink or blue or red or whatever, they turn white. And I took that and set it up to like an extra little wire so that I can connect it to the parking lights in the car. I also set that up to a power coming from the little remote control that I added on there. And to do that, when you use two power sources, you have to use a diode. And think of a diode as like, it's a one-way valve. So if I got power coming from here and power coming from there, and I want to join them together, and then one power wire come out the top. I can do that, but I don't want it to backfeed. So I don't want this one to come up, and when they come together, now it's going down in there. What that would look like, you push a button with the remote, and instead of it just turning on the angel eyes, it turns on the running lights for the whole car, because it goes up where they join together and then back down into the running lights on the car. It's not good. So what you do is you put a diode at each end, and it acts as a one-way valve, so it can go this way, but it can't go that way, right? So now those two things come together, they put out one bit of power that goes up in one wire, but they can't backfeed into each other. Was that stupid? I hope that made sense. Anyway, that's what I did. It was tight. And because I couldn't, there's also a trigger wire that you can set up on the XK Chrome Mini that will turn it red automatically. So I hooked that up, but if it powered up at the same time as the thing that turns them white, then they would always stay white and they wouldn't change to red. So I put a brake light flasher. Ooh, it was so dope. And it made that thing like intermittent, and then it sticks to red, and so it like overrides the red. Red overrides the white. This is why I don't talk about super detailed stuff, because like I will nerd out and lose you all, I promise. Have I ever played with Arduino Raspberry Pi to program addressable RGB strips or LED switchback LEDs in general? Not me, not my forte. I will learn more from my students. I'm learning from my own guys that are in the academy. I also have a guy named Jeremy, super bright dude, and I've been working with him on Instagram and just keeping tabs on everything, and he came up with some amazing stuff that actually accomplished what I wanted to years ago. When I sold a guy some lights, and then I couldn't build them. I just couldn't do it. And then I sent him a bunch of stuff, and then I started sending him refunds and stuff like that, and like to date I still haven't taken care of that old skeleton in my closet. It's like $1,000. Like at any given time, it's like there's things that have to be handled, and so like I have taillights that have to be sold to give a dude $1,000. Like I hate having stuff like that. I don't want to accumulate more of that. I want to take care of all those problems, hook up a bunch of people, 1,000 here, blah blah blah, get everybody handled, and then just talk about it and use that as an example so that other people can both learn from the guy that solved the problem, like Jeremy with the Raspberry Pi stuff, and then we got Tom. He's got a Volvo, super bright kid, and he's using Raspberry on that. So a very inefficient way of answering that question. Angel Eye headlights have HID. Would LEDs be better? Nope. If they have HID, they're better HID. You might get a better bulb, but they're so damn expensive. Getting those like $100 to $200 HID bulbs and stuff like that. Anyway, ooh, it looks like I'm running out of steam. I'm getting my O3 Navigator stock HIDs done and turning them into projectors. Hope it turns out well. Dude, I got an O3 Navigator right there with stock HIDs, and it's weird because they have reflectors. Super strange. Too funny. Ha ha ha. All right, let's see. Team Schaefer. How can I make a plexiglass tubing frost look instead of just clear? With that, a sandblaster. You can spray stuff on it, but it's weird. Roland, you love my videos? I love you loving my videos. Mark says, have you ever used something to diffuse the LED light so you can see more of a soft line instead of individual LEDs? And I'm at the bottom. I did it. Oh, almost. I forgot what he said. Soft line. Yeah, so same thing. Now that I have that, I'm going to take some of the lightning bolts from the GTR and blast the back side and get them really just frosty. And I think it's going to fan out the light even better because you can kind of see the LEDs on my new boards, and it'd be cooler if you couldn't, but they still shine through super strong. 44 minutes already, guys. This is so weird. All right, and I got a thanks. Well, thank you. And Mike again says, what's the best way to open permasealed lights? To give them to somebody else. I don't know. I hate it. It's so bad. Lots of time in the oven. Just prying back in the oven, prying back in the oven. So my take on it, and a lot of people disagree, and just like always, I don't care. You cut them open, dude. You get a $1,500 cutting tool. Like, this is a cutting tool, right? Hear it? It sounds very strange. Got a little glowing light on there. Yeah, so this, see if I could cut something. Instead of using like a razor blade, you use something like this, and it just like goes through it. Or it doesn't, or it just makes me look like a jackass. So, yeah, it's just, it vibrates ultrasonically. I don't have a better thing to show you right now, but so yeah, you spend a bunch of money on that. Last couple questions, and then I'm back to these taillights. By the way, I was transferring files that took like half an hour to transfer, so that's why I'm live right now. Okay, wow, got a few of them. Awesome. Any tips for starting anything besides the sandblaster? Yeah, you can get some spray stuff. It's like frost. It's like for not stained glass window. It's like frosted window stuff. But it's weird. I sprayed it on stuff, and it actually, like, if you put it on too thick, it breaks the plastic. Super weird effect. So be light, be easy. Awesome. Any tips for starting up your own lighting business? Where to start, how to expand? I will touch on that right before I go right now, so definitely hang in. You said that you don't like using light strips without a diffuser. Do you have any method for building a custom diffuser to give? That's a unicorn, dude. Everybody wants it, but there's just not a good way. I guess there's a material that you can like pour on, and it's a light diffusing epoxy. I want to mess with that and teach everything I learn. O3 Navigator has stock HIDs, charging me $800 to do them into projector. Is that too much? No, it's not too much. I will never say something's too much, by the way. Like, at one point, I want to sell a set of lights for 20 grand or something. Like, I don't think there's a ceiling on this stuff. If you have a $200,000 car and you come to me and you say that I have to be the one that do it, bro, we are going to the bank. You and me. I'm getting a fatty deposit because there's zero reason that anybody has to do any of this stuff. So somebody's putting pressure on you to give them a good deal, red flag, turn around and run. Just be like, deuce, not doing it. Don't chase the money on builds for sure, ever. How about making me a set of lights for your Sprinter? How about no? No, just seriously, no, I'm not gonna do it. What's your website with the course? Currently lightsman.com, lightingcourse.com is what it will be swapped over to momentarily. What media do you use in the blaster? Great question. I just used coal slag today. I just changed it out. I filmed a little video of taking all the walnut shell out, and I got, if you see right there, that little black guy, my neighbor hooked me up with that today. It's actually a dust collector, so super cool. Lewis, Kathy Adante says, hi, what up? Mike, that's what I had to do with my 05 Crossfire, but I didn't have an ultrasonic cutter, so I had to use a Dremel. Don't be disappointed in me. I'm not, dude. So here's the thing. No one has that cutter. I don't have that cutter. I got this little $400 one that overheats in 5 seconds. So the idea here is this. If you use the Dremel, like I'm doing on these taillights right here, it takes a bigger path out, right? You know, and that sucks on taillights, whatever. Headlights are just kind of, I feel like they're a different beast. Like, they're keeping you alive. Like, you don't want to mess with your lights, your headlights. Your taillights are important for sure. I don't really think that there's one that's more important than the other. But the point is, you want those headlights sealed dope. So if you're going to be doing this for money, then you should probably have the right tools, because time is your asset. That's what you're trading for that money. So, you know, the stuff that saves you time, it's kind of more important than the money that you make by using cheaper tools. I don't know. It's a losing battle. You really get in over your head fast with custom light builds, if you're any good, because then people want it. And then you just say yes because you don't know how to say no. Learn how to say no if you intend on being any good at this stuff, for sure. All right, what media? Let's see. So thanks, Chris. Every day is a learning day. Hell yeah, absolutely. And DJ says, any update on the lights? Absolutely. There are updates galore for these GTR lights. So I've got parts that I now have that blaster. I don't have to wait on them to blast old messed up paint stuff. Just had more paint come in that was good, but I got more stuff that's got to go back out. I would show you, but I don't think there's any need. The paint drips on GTR headlights are no good. All right, TRS somebody. Does Demon Lights work with the reflector housings, not the lenses, the older? A Demon Eye is just a little glowing LED, so it'll work anywhere that you want things to glow because of a little glowing LED. Reynold says, when are you going to do the online course? Just talking about that. So, like tonight, I think I'm going to launch it. Something. Soft launch. I'm going to do like promotion and stuff, but I'll open it up like now-ish. And that's $497, so it's not for everybody. There'll be some free stuff in there though, for sure. You don't have to pay anything for it. Any LED lights for Jeep? JK in the near future. XK Glow wants me to do a JK, so I think, or JL, I don't know. One of them. Jeep stuff is popular though, so when I can afford to not be working on lights like my boy DJ Boom, then I will be doing stuff like that. But until then, I'll be working on lights for DJ Boom and other guys with GTRs. Thanks so much for all the advice, and I'm not doing it for money. I want to make my car look the best. Looking forward to it. That's the other person that I cater to. The guy that wants to make money, I really do want to impact their family. So tips on getting started, and then I'm done. First thing you need to do, have a car that anyone cares about. Don't do this on a car that nobody cares about. Meaning, don't do this on a 94 Toyota Tercel, because it doesn't matter if you like it. There's just not enough people that are going to agree with you that it will pick up any traction. So, I mean, a 2001 Honda Civic, cool. 96 Civic, cool. Like, whatever. There's a ton of people that have those, so do it. Pick your car. Make sure it's not perma-sealed. If it's perma-sealed, pick a different car. And it's better if you own it. But your very first move is find a car that's an import style that you can learn on, that if you screw it up, you're not going to, like, you're not screwed. You know, like your mom's car, your dad's car, your sister's car, whoever, your best friend. You know somebody with the right car. So you figured that part out. Get those lights, watch the videos that show how to open them up, and then don't do what you want to do, because what you want to do is something that is over the top and silly and you don't need to do it. So start with that super basic thing, open it up, maybe do a demon eye would be like a pretty aggressive first move, to be honest with you. I think angel eyes are easier as far as like mounting and stuff like that. In any case, do something. Take them apart, paint them, put them back together. Use the rubber butyl, do it the right way, learn. You're not going to do a great job. You might have. You might, but very likely, you know, you'll have some missteps or whatever, learn from that, and then do that same kind of car again by posting pictures of your results from that job. Very likely you'll know somebody else with that same car. You show them. You don't got to go tell the whole world about this. But then you just show them what you did and say, like, check it out. I did this. I want to get better. I want to do another car. Will you pay for materials? Will you pay for the paint? The things like that. You're not charging a penny for anything yet, right? So it's out of pocket, or, you know, time-wise, you're just doing this on your own first. Do that twice. Just twice. Take pictures from lots of different angles. Post them up on Instagram. Not all of them in one day. Spread it out over 3-4 weeks or whatever. Post one picture a day. Get your feet wet just every day. Post. Try to get cool pictures. You got a cell phone, they take dope pictures, so there's no reason not to do that. And just build up this little portfolio. One car, not 2 cars, not 5 different types of cars, and, you know, explore and see what's cool. Just pick one and just do it a few times. And then your third car, that's where you're gonna want to find somebody and be like, I want to charge somebody. I'm new at this. Be honest about it. Tell them I've done these couple. I really learned a lot. Go after that third car. Charge them $100 to open and reseal, plus whatever the parts are. Right? Get your feet wet. Make that first $100. Go invest into a tool, something. Don't go take that $100 and buy ice cream. You know, like, do something to invest in yourself. Go spend money on an online course that teaches you how to build your Instagram. Go spend money on YouTube training and start a YouTube channel. Like, do something. Just don't go spend the money that you made, because it's like the business's money. Keep it in the business. That's it. Rinse and repeat. Get till you're actually dangerous. You've done 5, 6, 7, 10 sets of those lights. Then go nuts. You know, then just go crazy. Start doing demon eye pictures. Do all those different things, but keep it like that. So that is my advice, you guys. I want you to have a good night as well. I'm gonna chop up some taillights, make them sequential. Got a cool 2-tone paint job for my boy Jim, so I will share that with you soon. An hour? We just spent an hour together? That's intense. Anyway, lightingcourse.com. I'll start talking about that pretty often. So any other questions, by all means, post them in the comments. Give me a like for the video on the video. You guys are all amazing. I love you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. And I can't